welcome to Off the Shelf with Christine and Katie, where we share with you our recommendations for books to help you find your next read or to build your TBR, your TV read list for the future. Today, we will be discussing with you the top 5 fiction books in all age ranges that you, our patrons, have checked out the most this year.
Yes.
So we can kind of consider this your top picks and recommendations.
Pretty much.
Now, this is through November, so will these books remain the year's top favorites? Only time will tell. But enough with that. We can discuss that next January. Let's get on to this year's favorites picked out by you, our patrons. So right now, we're going to start off with some of the children's books that were the top 5 picks. But now, down at number 5, we have Brawl of the Wild, which was written and illustrated by Dave Pilkey. And this is one of the Dogman books, and it's recommended for ages 7 and up. Number 4 pick, another Dogman book. This one's Fetch 22 by Dave Pilkey. This graphic novel has been checked out 65 times so far this year. So clearly your kids like Dogman.
And the number 3 kids book pick this year was I Broke My Trunk by Mo Williams. And so far, this book has been checked out 68 times. And it's for age ranges 3 to 5. And the number 2 book pick was Battle Royale, 5 Books in One by Jerry Pallotta. And this book has been checked out 70 times and is for age ranges 6 through 8. And the number 1 book pick is Waiting is Not Easy by Mo Williams. And this book has been checked out 71 times, and it has a lot of great advice for kids, and is for age ranges 6 through 8. So clearly, a lot of the kids at the library love Mo Williams. So that's what I've gathered.
Yes, and obviously his Piggy and Elephant books, because number 3 and number 1 were both those books.
So if you need recommendations for kids, we highly recommend it, since you, our patrons, check them out the most.
Exactly. Now, the top 5 teen books that have circulated this year. Number 5 pick was Assassination Classroom, which is story and art by Yusi Matsu. Hopefully I said that right. And this book is recommended for those who like graphic novels and fun comic book reads. There's also an anime series based on the manga that you could check out. The number 4 pick was Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This book was checked out 26 times this year. This is a romance coming of age book, and it's recommended for fans of teen literature and romance. I read it. I would recommend it.
It's been on the list multiple times. It's not a new book, so.
No.
And the number 3 book pick was, not surprisingly, A Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And the Six of Crows, which is also a Netflix show called Shadow and Bone, is our 3rd most checked out teen book and has been checked out 31 times. And it is recommended for fans of science fiction and fantasy. I would also recommend it for fans of world building.
Yes, I would recommend that whole series for that. Can't wait to delve into Six of Crows. I really enjoyed those characters in the show.
Yes. And the number 2 pick for this year was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. And it was checked out with a total of 37 times. And it is a suspense fiction, and based on that, we would recommend it for fans of mystery and suspense. And the number 1 book pick for teens this year was One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. And this book has been checked out 41 times, and it is her debut novel. And we recommend this book for fans of murder mysteries, high school drama, suspense, and of course, The Breakfast Club, which is what the author based us on.
Wow.
And the television series is also now streaming on Peacock, not sponsored.
No, but if you are interested in checking it out, I will say I've seen the trailers and it looks very intriguing. So looking forward to giving it a whirl.
Yeah.
Okay, so now on to the adult picks, or patron picks, I should say. Coming in at number 5 is The Sentinel by Lee Child and Andrew Child. This book has circulated 75 times. It's the 23rd book in the Jack Reacher series. So if you're interested in suspense thrillers or crime thrillers, I probably would say start off with number 1, but obviously people are loving this book. Our number 4 is Win by Harlan Coben. And this is the 4th most read being checked out 76 times this year so far. It's a spinoff of another popular series of his called Myron Bolton. They're both crime thrillers. And from what I've heard, this would be great for fans of our number 3 book that Katie's going to share with us.
Yes, so the number 3 book pick is The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and it has been checked out a total of 91 times and was also voted as Goodreads number 1 mystery and thriller of 2020. And we are not surprised it made it in our top 5 books this year, as it's been hard to keep on the shelves. It is a crime thriller. And if you want a little bit of a description, it is about a murder mystery based on the coast of Ireland, where a wedding is taking place. And it features a whole cast of characters, and each have a reason to commit the murder.
Yes.
It is very interesting, and I don't want to give more away than that. But I really enjoyed this book, and it was a murder mystery book pick for this year.
Yeah, we both read it and discussed it with that, and it had a lot of positive feedback from everyone in the group, I thought.
Yes. And if you are interested in this, Foley's first book called The Hunting Party will be adapted into a movie, as well as this book, The Guest List, will be later adapted into a movie as well. And if you like thrillers, mysteries, or suspense book, this book is a must pick for your to be read list. And the second, most checked out book this year was A Time for Mercy by John Grisham. And it has been checked out 94 times so far.
Wow.
And yes, this book is the 3rd in the series of John Grisham's Jake Brigance series, and is a suspense thriller. We would recommend it for fans of true crime and court case drama.
Now, before we get to the number 1 pick from our patrons, the most checked out book of the year, we just wanted to, make a quick mention that obviously most of these books have been suspense thrillers. So that appears to be a lot of what the people here like to read.
I would say mysteries is another
top topic. If you are looking for a more personalized recommendation, you could always fill out the form that's on our website. We're going to make a link to it below. Just keep a little suspense going before we get to number 1. And we will get back to you with our recommendations that fit the things that you like to read. So
number 1.
Sure, drum roll. Okay, so the number 1 pick from you, our patrons. This book has been checked out 142 times as of the making of this video. I predict it's only going to get higher.
Yes.
Without further ado, the title is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. It's been called a powerful American epic about love and heroism and hope, set during the Great Depression, a time when the country was in crisis and at war with itself, when millions were out of work and even the land seemed to have turned against them. I would say this is great for fans of historical fiction. I can't tell you that I've read the book because it's been checked out so often. I've been so far down the wait list. I haven't even gotten a chance to read the book yet.
You'll get to it in 2022.
And it's still going strong. I think we have something like 12, 13 copies, and they're all still checked out.
Yes. And I report the numbers are going to get higher at the end of the year. And when we report the updated numbers in January, I predict this will still be on the list.
I think this is still going to be here. Yeah. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 books, both for children's, teen, and adult fiction that you, our patrons, are enjoying this year. Now, next month, we're going to look and see if those titles are still right up in there. And for you adults and possibly our teens as well, we're going to give you some read-alike titles so that if you did like some of these really popular books, some other things that you can maybe look at, to start off in January. Because it's cold. A lot of people want to stay home, cuddled up.
We want our cozy reads to start happening.
Exactly. So until we see you then, enjoy.
We hope you have a great holiday, and we will see you next year.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.